Good evening and welcome to Texas Folklife's second annual virtual holiday showcase. I'm Elisha Oliver, Executive Director at Texas Folklife, and just want to welcome you all in this evening as we celebrate the holiday season. We've curated a really interesting and lively show, and I can't wait to share that with you. But before we move on, I want to acknowledge our board of directors who always support us, always support our endeavors, support the communities that we work with. I want to recognize the Texas Folklife team, their dedication and commitment to putting on programs like this is it doesn't go unnoticed, and would be remiss if I didn't acknowledge and recognize my brother from another mother, my brother in the work who is helping facilitate the technical side of this, who himself was an artist last year in our inaugural event, Jack Lamont Purley. He is one of the founders and the founder at the African American Folklorist Jack Dappa Blues Foundation. If you haven't heard of them or are unfamiliar, please take some time and visit his website. But I would be remiss if I didn't acknowledge him as well. Want to thank our artists that are participating in the virtual showcase, as well as our very own Texas Folklife team members, and then just you all in the community that are joining with us. Your support goes a very long way. We are appreciative. We value the relationships, and we just want to welcome you into this holiday space. Without further ado, I want to introduce our very own Director of Music Heritage, Sunny Salceda. Sunny, take it away.
All right, thank you, Dr. Oliver. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to their second annual virtual showcase. I'm excited. I have a little surprise for you because here at Texas Folk Life, we include the entire family. So I want to bring on my favorite 10-year-old son, Derek, who's going to join me in singing a song for you folks. Come on, Derek, say hi.
Hello.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas.
Here we go. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Prospero año y felicidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Prospero año y felicidad. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Prospero año y felicidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Prospero año y felicidad. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. Merry Christmas, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. We are excited. Up next, I want to bring on one of our team members, Mariela Freire, who is going to introduce our next performer, and she does wonderful work. So I hand it over to Mariela. Go ahead, Mariela.
Good evening, everyone. I hope everyone's having a great holiday. My name is Mariela Freire, and I'm the Communications Director at Texas Folklife. I am so honored to be presenting my very special friend, Hazel Roberts. She's a gifted singer and songwriter who brings her heart into everything that she does. Music has been a part of Hazel's life for as long as she can remember. She once shared, "When my grandparents bought me my first guitar at 16, something clicked. Suddenly, all the poems and journal entries I'd been writing finally had melodies." Tonight, we are lucky to hear her soulful voice and experience a glimpse into her inner world where storytelling and song meet. We are so honored to have her on the Texas Folklife team. Please welcome Hazel Roberts.
Trying not to cry before I play. Hi, everyone. I'm so very excited to be a part of this. And I'm here to spread a little holiday cheer and brave the cold. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light. Next year, all our troubles will be out of sight. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Make the Yuletide gay. Next year, all our troubles will be miles away. Once again, as in olden days, happy golden days of yore. Faithful friends who are dear to us will be near to us once more. Someday soon we all will be together if the fates allow. Until then, we'll have to muddle through somehow and have yourself a merry little Christmas now. So have yourself a merry little Christmas now. Thank you. All right, something a little more dancey. Santa baby, just slip a sable under the tree for me. Been an awful good girl, Santa baby, so hurry down the chimney tonight. Santa baby, a 54 convertible to light blue. I'll wait up for you, dear Santa baby. So hurry down the chimney tonight. Think of all the fun I've missed. Think of all the fellas that I haven't kissed. Next year I'll be just as good if you check off my Christmas list. Santa baby, I want a yacht, and really that's not a lot. Been an angel all year, Santa baby, so hurry down the chimney tonight. Oh, Santa honey, one little thing I really need, the deed to a platinum mine, Santa baby, so hurry down the chimney tonight. Oh, Santa cutie, and fill my stocking with the duplex and checks. Ooh, sign your ex on the line, Santa baby. Oh, hurry down the chimney tonight. Come and trim my Christmas tree with some decorations bought at Tiffany. Oh, I really do believe in you. Let's see if you believe in me. Oh, Santa baby, forgot to mention one little thing, a ring. I don't mean on the phone, Santa baby, so hurry down the chimney tonight. Oh, hurry down the chimney tonight. Oh, hurry down the chimney tonight. Thank you. All right. Like I said, or like Mariela said, I am from Texas Folklife. I am so grateful to be on the team, and I'm grateful to be with you all this evening celebrating the holidays. And I hope you have a great rest of your night and enjoy the show.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Let's give it up. Wherever you're at, make sure you're clapping. That was an amazing job. I didn't get to hear Hazel sing until actually during our tech check, and I had no idea that she could sing that way. So I'm a big fan of Hazel. So thank you so much. If you're just tuning in, welcome to the second annual Texas Folklife Virtual Holiday Showcase. We're so excited to have you. Thank you for joining us. Please share this link, share our Facebook link with all your friends, all your groups, all your socials, and tune in. We have quite a bit of talent tonight. Up next is John Pelham. John Pelham is a Granbury area poet and a lifelong advocate for rural families, bringing original work shaped by a life of service and 8 published books of poetry. Up next, John Pelham.
Howdy, folks. As Sonny said, I'm Pelham. Live here in Granbury and been writing poetry for a little while. Started actually writing after I retired from extension work back several years ago. And I grew up on a little stock farm down here in central Texas. Some of you may know where Whitney, Texas is. But as I was growing up back in the 40s and 50s, we didn't have a whole lot of modern conveniences, you might say, and so we sort of made do with what we had. So this poem that I'm gonna do for you is one that I wrote a few years ago, and thought it might fit with the folklore, folk life theme around Christmas time. It's called Christmas on the Farm. Now, I don't recall a lot of the days of my youth, a lot of fun on the farm. With all the work that we had to do, missed out on what some might be called country charm. Cows to milk, pigs to. I'll tell you, the months between Christmases just seemed to crawl. But as soon as we got through with Thanksgiving and the calendar said that Christmas or December had come at last, it was time to start getting in the Yule spirit, and for a little while, the bad thoughts were all in the past. Because Christmas around our house was a time to really glad. And I don't know who liked it more, me or my mom or my dad. The things I remember the most are the things that brought us always the most joy. And it didn't always mean that I'd got just what I thought was the right toy. Christmas on the farm meant doing with pretty much what you had. A cedar tree cut just right by me and Mom, and drugged to the house by the horse and my dad. Now, the tree had to be decorated just right. Those recyclable icicles were really a mess. 2 strands of bubble lights, 2 strands of popcorn rope, maybe more, but never less. Now, Mother always had to have a gumdrop tree made from the branches of a mesquite branch and painted gold with all those little red and green gumdrops on the thorns. All that decoration sure made me hungry, and it always seemed more than I could take, with Mom's mince chocolate pies, pecan pies, and Dad's favorite Collins Street fruitcake. While on the subject of food, the snacks were always just dandy. Gumdrops and chocolate flavored covered cherries and mixed nuts, and my favorite was ribbon candy. Now, one tradition that I really liked was going to Godly to my mammy and pawpaws, visiting my cousins, eat more food, open presents, and one of my uncles was always dressed like Santa Claus. Now, since Daddy didn't like to drive after dark, we had to leave home before the end of the day. Now, I never knew why, because our lights were good, and that just was my dad's way. Our Christmas never passed without hearing the greatest story ever told. Mother reading the 2nd chapter of Luke, hearing that story never got old. I guess hearing about the wise men, especially the men tending their flocks. Since we raised sheep and hogs and cattle, I guess I could just picture the stable, the baby, and the livestock. We spend lots of time and money getting just the right gift for those we love. I think we need each year to spend more time thinking about the babe that the star shone above. And folks, every year I get some of these good gumdrops, and I always have some of this ribbon candy. And I can't do without having one of these Collins Street fruitcakes. Now, whatever your traditions are, I hope you'll enjoy it with your friends and family. And let's just remember what this holiday is all about. Thanks for being with us tonight. We hope you enjoy the rest of the show. Much obliged.
Thank you so much to John. He did a great job. Thank you so much, John. We appreciate you. Up next, our friend and family friend, Laura Hernandez. She was born in California and raised in Texas. Laura Hernandez carries forward a proud family tradition of tamale making, but her secret ingredient is always love. So all the way from San Antonio, really Converse, Texas, Laura Hernandez is going to walk us through tamale making. Looks like we're having a few difficult technical difficulties. Laura is getting ready. She's getting ready to do her tamales showing. She is all the way from San Antonio. Once again, welcome to the second annual Texas Folk Life virtual holiday showcase. Thank you for joining us. We of course want to thank we want to thank our board of directors. We want to thank all of our artists. Hazel performed earlier. Jarek joined me as well. And as John Pelham just gave us this great story. We met him through the Texas Folklore Society, a great annual event that was in Fort Worth, Texas. And we had a bunch of fun doing that. I got to be a part of a Hootenanny. If you've never been a part of a
Come on,
Hootenanny,
princess.
I am going to encourage you to be a part of that. So, a Hootenanny is super awesome. It's basically a jam session, but it was just great. We had a bunch of fun with Dr. Downs and everybody there, and they've been around for so long. It's incredible experience. If you haven't been this year, they'll be doing it in San Marcos, so it's right up the street from us. So I would encourage you to join us. She's it's just a wonderful experience. So thank you so much. Up next is Laura. She is Laura Hernandez from San Antonio, Texas, Converse area. And are we going into your house, Laura?
Yes,
Oh,
you
she is
are.
walking us into her house. Okay, this is Laura is very well known throughout in the Tejano community. So Laura,
Hello.
take us through.
Welcome to the Casita Hernandez. Um, I'm honored to be asked to show you how to make our traditional tamales. Um, I mean, every Christmas, who doesn't make tamales? Everybody loves tamales. And I'm going to show you a recipe that mi abuelita, mi bisabuelita, my mom, we've been making this recipe. So, welcome to my house. Okay, so I'm gonna show you the process in 10 to 15 minutes, okay? I have everything already kind of prepared, but I'm gonna go through the process that I usually do, okay? So process number one, I'm gonna make pork tamales de salsa roja. So if you can follow me, my producer, I usually use shoulder pork, like about 5 to 6 pounds. Um, have to have a big olla, and the ingredients that I use, pretty much you're going to use an onion, a full garlic, 3 bay leaves, um, like a 1 teaspoon to 1.5 of salt, same 1 teaspoon to 1.5 of chicken bouillon. I always use this bouillon. Gives it so much flavor, guys, for everything. And then you're gonna use a teaspoon of pepper. Okay, everything you're gonna pour it in the oil, and usually takes up like about 2 to 2.5 hours. Okay, so once this is done, um, just we're gonna take the meat out. Let me take this meat out really quick. And I already have an olla ready. So we're gonna shred the pork. And of course, this is already done. And then just make sure that you don't burn yourself. A lot of people make the chicken tamales, and I make chicken tamales too, but the pork ones and chile rojo are my favorite ones. I'm sure that is most of everybody's favorite. And a lot of people also too, they make it with beef. I like pork. So you are going to put it in a separate container. And then if I can find the onion. I swear to God, guys, I put an onion in here. Okay, I'm sure I'm gonna find it soon. Okay, so with the same chicken, the pork broth, I'm gonna start making the salsa, the chile rojo. So I'm gonna use between 20 to 24 chile guajillos and 3 chile anchos. So, and you have to, oh, I'm sorry, you have to make sure that you take the seeds out and everything, okay? So you're gonna pour it in the water, the pork broth, because it already has all the flavors. The carnita cooked in there, it already has salt, the onions, the garlic. So we're gonna let it sit for, we're gonna let it cook for like 5-10 minutes, okay? So let's go to my next process. So the carnita should be very tender. Let me have this ready. Very, very tender that you pretty much just need like 2 forks. You can do it with your hands, you can do it with a fork, but like if you get it closer, you can see that the carnita is falling apart by itself. Okay? And it's supposed to look like this. Once it's all shredded and done, and it's supposed to look like this. Okay, it already has salt. Let's taste for the salt. Very good. Very, very good. So we're just gonna set it aside because the next step is gonna be making the chile. Okay. So gonna grab the blender. The chile, guys, like I said, this is gonna be a little bit too fast because if you made tamales before, you know that the process of the tamales is between 4, 5, 6, 7 hours. So the chile needs a little bit more time, but I want you to see the process and how I make it. So in a blender, you are going to bring the onion and the garlic from the pork broth, and this is how the garlic is gonna look, okay? It tastes, it smells amazing. And you just have to make sure that like all the skin is out. So see how it's by itself, it's just coming apart. And if you get like one or a little bit of skin, it's no problem because we're gonna put it in the blender and it's going to, it's gonna be like in the chile. So if you like garlic, I use garlic for everything. It just gives it a really, really good flavor. So just pour it in the blender like this. Oh, and then we're going to find the onion. You're gonna pour all the onion is in there in between the chiles, guys. Like I said, you do need a little bit more time, but I'm just going to show you the process just so you can see how I do it, okay? And if you guys have any suggestions or anything, make sure you put it on the comments because I'm always, looking for really good recipes. I love to cook. My love language is food. So if you have a better suggestion, I'm open for any idea. As long as it tastes delicious, I'm open to the idea. Okay, so we're gonna put all the chile in here. And like I said, the onion and the garlic. And then also too, I do a teaspoon of chicken bouillon. I don't measure a lot of things, guys. I just by flavor. 1 teaspoon of salt. Even though we put garlic, full garlic and full onion, I'm still gonna put like a teaspoon of onion powder and garlic powder. Okay, this makes a big difference. A lot of people, they use the cumin, they use it the powder one, but the seed gives a lot of flavor. So, and you don't have to even put a lot. Just put like half a teaspoon, and that's all. Pretty much, that's all you need. And then don't dump the water, guys. The pork broth, because you're gonna use it for the masa and you're gonna use it for the chile. Okay. So I usually put like about 2 cups. Let's put one more because we want the chile to be okay, guys. One more. I think the chile is not like 100% done, but we'll make it work. Okay, we're going to blend it. Oh, excuse me, Santa. And I hope it blends really, really good because like I said, it's not fully cooked, but you just want to make sure that it's really, really soft, that you just put it a little bit longer, guys. Let's see, come on. Oops, sorry. Okay, it's done. And one more step that a lot of people don't do is I strain my salsa. I don't like the little cueritos from the chile. So let's strain the salsa here. Very, very fast. I love tamales, guys. I mean, if you have us as friends on Facebook, you know that I cook everything. I love to cook. And there's a lot of people that usually come to the house that can attest to that my food is really good. But like I said, I'm open for any ideas. If you think that I can make them better, just let me know. Log in, add your comment. Okay, let's just leave it like this. So your chile is supposed to look a little bit thicker than this. Like I said, it messed up that I didn't leave the chiles long enough cooking. Okay, so what you're gonna do, you're going to cook the chile for a little bit. So you're gonna need about like 2 to 3 teaspoons of oil. Okay, you're gonna let it. Okay, let me move this. I have a lot of things going on. And then you're gonna let it get hot for a little bit. Once you do that, you're gonna pour the chile and make sure that it's on a lower flame, guys, only because the chile is gonna start popping in your face. Okay, leave it like that for about like a minute or two. And then just make sure it cooks a little bit. A lot of people, they just pour it on top of the meat. But once it's a little bit cooked, then you're gonna start putting the meat in little by little. Okay. Okay, and just keep pouring the meat in there. And then the end product, it's supposed to look like this. Okay, thank God I already had some meat done. Okay, so this is the process of the carnita. I'm not gonna get into a lot of the masa. I already have some masa made. But the ingredients for the masa is going to be, I use this one, the maseca. And I start with 6 cups of maseca. You're gonna use 2 to 3 teaspoons of baking powder, and then you're gonna need like 2 teaspoons of salt. Like I said, I like food a lot, like really, like not a lot salty, but it has to have flavor. And then also too, you're gonna utilize 5 cups of the pork broth. Okay, secret ingredient 2 is going to be, I have here my manteca. Okay, and the manteca, you have to melt it. Be very, very careful. This is a little bit hot, but you're gonna use 2 cups of the manteca already melted. And then when you are, when you pretty much, you have to mix the dry ingredients, put the 1.5 cups of manteca. Start with 1.5 cups. You don't want them like really greasy. I mean, greasy is really good with tamales because they taste better, but 1.5 cups will do. And then you're gonna add 1 cup of the beef broth and just do it one by one and mix it. Another cup and mix it, another cup and mix it, okay? So once your maseca is done, this is gonna be the end product. This is, so I have a rule, guys, that if you wanna eat tamales in my house, you need to come and help make them. This process is like the hardest process. Well, and it's like more tiring, and it's embarrar los tamales. So once your husk is like nice and flexible, there's 2 sides. You're gonna always use the softer side for your maseca. Okay, a lot of people utilize this, but I'm old school. My grandma always did it with a spoon, so I'm gonna do it with a spoon. Okay, so let's embarrar it, and it's very easy, very, very easy. That's what everybody says, right? See, and your manteca, and a lot of people, they do the test of the manteca. The masa, they pour like a little bolita in the water. It never works for me. It always goes down, guys. I don't know why. I have tried it so many different ways, and it always goes down. So I have the carnita here. It's already done. And then we're just gonna put, I'm gonna use my hands. I always use my hands. They're clean. Okay, and then you don't wanna be stingy with your meat tampoco, okay? So you're gonna do it like this, and then you're gonna wrap it like this, and then you're gonna have a vaporera like this, okay? Make sure that you have this accessory. Can you go in here? This accessory, because you don't want all the water to be in your tamales. So you're gonna fill your water right below that line. And then I always put a molcajete because they need to be standing up, okay? So I'm gonna fix them all like this, just put them around on top of another. And then once they're all the way to the top, you're going to put hojas, just like this. Just set the hojas. The hojas, they help keeping the steam inside, okay? And then I also put a kitchen towel on top, okay? You're gonna cover it. It usually takes like, for this olla, it takes like about an hour and 30 to 45 minutes. An hour and 30 to 45 minutes. So once the tamales are done, let me transfer it to here. I already had some done, some made. They're gonna look like this, guys. Mmm, delicious. These are just for me and Eddie, guys, so don't come over. So the test is going to be right here. You have to take him out and usually just leave him, let him cool down for like a minute or two because you don't want him to stick to the hoja, okay? And I made some homemade salsa. So this is how you want your tamal, I'm sorry, to look. It's like a little gordito. Okay, so let's test it. There you go. Here's a tamal con la carnita. And then you put a little bit of salsa, of course, the molcajete. Let's try it. Delicious. Well, thank you for coming into my casita, guys. If you want any other recipes or if you have any suggestions, put it on the comment. Have a very nice Christmas and a happy New Year. Love you.
Wow, that I'm gonna be heading down the street to go taste those tamales. If you're just joining us, welcome to the second annual Texas Folklife Virtual Holiday Showcase. That was Laura Hernandez who did an amazing job, and that looked really good. She's hired. We're gonna have to have her at every event, showcasing tamales and tamale making. So thank you so much, Laura, for walking us through it. And she did a great job, and she's fairly new to it. So thank you so much, Laura, and her husband Eddie Hernandez, who, for those of you that don't know, they are part of our MC that we use for the According Kings and Queens, Bumper Gomez, the Wacky Wednesday with Bumper, Eddie Hernandez, and Laura. And so they're just great folks that are really tied into the Tejano community. So thank you for everything you do for our Tejano community. We just finished celebrating Edida's last show. If you don't know who Edida Reina is, check that out. Edida Reina is one of the queens of Tejano. Uh, so we're sad that she's off the tour, but we know she's still going to be around, hanging out and doing other things in music. So thank you once again, Laura Hernandez. Wonderful job, and you made me really hungry because that looked really good. So thank you so much. Up next, folks. Up next is Victoria Rosa Salceda. Victoria is from San Antonio. She does música ranchera. She is a phenomenal vocalist, singer. She plays the vihuela and she's done so many different things. She's so well versed. So, up next, Victoria Rosa Sauceda. Do we have her on? We may have her on. Uh, Once again, thank you to Laura. Give it up for John Pelham. He was on earlier, and we had Hazel singing a song as well. We also had, of course, I had Jarek join us. He was singing a few songs. He sang Feliz Navidad with me. Want to set on? We of course want to say hi to our board of directors. They're probably logged on right now. So thank you so much for what you do. Thank you for it's been an incredible year. What an incredible year it's been. So thank you for this opportunity. We've been able to plug in into communities all across Texas. Texas Folk Lore Society has been part of it. So without further ado, we have Victoria Rosa Salceda. She's going to sing a few songs for us. Are you ready for us, Victoria? I think she is. She may be ready. Once again, thank you so much. Of course, we'd like to thank Dr. Oliver, our staff that has been working so hard this year. It's been an incredible year. Timothy Brown, Allison Horak, who's in Austin, Texas, Mariela Freire, who is our communications director, Brittany Hazel Roberts, who handles our programming, our partners, Voice of Hope. Super excited to work with them. And we just finished doing an event December 14th. If you didn't get to go, we want to invite you. We're probably going to do something next year. We're going to have some programming during the spring with the Latino Culture Center in Dallas. So that was an amazing event. And we had so much fun. I had never seen Mata Chinas and that was an incredible experience. So I invite you next year. Come out to Dallas, and that's where one of our offices is at. And come join us. We just opened an office in Nacogdoches. We have one in Austin. So we are a statewide nonprofit, and we invite you to join us at all of the events. We just finished doing a few programs in Nacogdoches a few months ago, and we have just a great lineup for you tonight. So let's see if Victoria's on. Is she ready to go? I'm trying to see where she's at. All right. Are you ready, Victoria?
Yeah, nice hat. I thought mine was pretty cool, but yours is way cooler.
Okay, here we go.
I'll be home for Christmas. You can count on me. Please let there be snow and mistletoe and presents underneath the tree. Christmas Eve will find me where the love light gleams. I'll be home.
All right, Lamont, where are you, at, buddy? All right, folks. Well, welcome once again. Yes, I am changing hats. I thought I'd change it up a little bit, and I'm changing hats all over the. I got a few cowboy hats, a few elf hats, and Santa hats, and so we're gonna have fun with this. Once again, thank you for the board of directors for Texas Folk Life, all of our partners, all of our corporate partnerships, and of course, all of our folks that are involved with Texas Folk Life. I didn't get to mention Dr. Kevin Parm, who's part of the team, and he's working relentless behind the scenes, getting us going on these funding initiatives. We also have Dr. Ramirez. She is most likely tuned in, and she handles a lot of the events in Austin, and she handles uh, health and folklore. So we're excited that she's part of the team. She's been a part of the team for many, many years. And what can I say? It's incredible, incredible. So let's move on to the next. Our next guest, we have John Lomax the third. John Lomax comes from a rich history of Texas music. His voice and his artistry help make this season feel like home. So up next, folks, John Lomax. He is in Nashville joining us, and let's see if he's ready to go. John, are you there? John, are you all the way? I know he's in Nashville, Tennessee. He is. He joined us at our fundraiser in Nacogdoches. So we want to send a shout out to Nacogdoches, Texas, all of our friends in Nacogdoches. We had a great time doing our Bridging Borders event, and it was just an incredible experience. We just had so much fun there with all of our friends from Nacogdoches, which started with a conversation at the Texas Folklore Society. And John Lomax is been he is multi generational, has been around for a long time, and his family is part of the founding of Texas Folklore Society. So, John, are you ready, John? I'd love to hear a story from you. You did such a great job at the fundraiser in Nacogdoches at the Live Oak uh, listening room with our friends Jerry and Mike Skidham. So that was a lot of fun. We had what they have a potluck. They do a potluck dinner, and it's not what we expected. Uh, it really wasn't. I was totally blown away by the how many folks showed up, and it was just incredible. All these people showed up with their food, and they showed up with just energy, just ready to have fun. We had Brave Combo, we had John Lomax the third, and it was just incredible. So before that, we actually had our Bridging Borders event, and that was part of the. We had Rock and Doopsy. We had also had Jesse Leger, who is a Cajun accordion player, and if you know anything about that music, you know how much fun it is. And it's always a good time when there's accords involved. There was so much on. So we're going to move on to our next guest. We have Alan Chapman. Alan Chapman, a good friend of ours, and he is ready to rock and roll. Alan, it looks like you're ready to go. Merry Christmas. How are you, Alan? Where are you at?
I'm great. I'm at North Texas, just north of Fort Worth.
Now, we met Alan at the Texas Folklore Society. I know, Alan, you've been part of the Texas Folklore Society for many, many years. Do you want to tell us a little bit about Texas Folklore, since they're partners with us and we love to celebrate what they're doing?
Well, the Folklore Society is, I think, about 107 years old as an organization. I wasn't there to see it at the beginning, but John Lomax's grandfather did. And J. Frank Dobie was a Texas storyteller that was responsible for the continuation of the Folklore Society. And he was, I think, president for almost 20 years. But if you know anything about Texas literature, J. Frank Dobie is probably a good local writer. Um, I'm Alan Chapman. I'm a 19th century song historian. Is what I do, and also write songs and all that kind of stuff. Been doing it since I was about 8 years old. So that's a pretty long time.
It sure is. It's a good amount. Well, without further ado, kick it off, my friend.
Great. It's my pleasure to be part of the Texas Folklife Virtual Christmas Showcase. I really want to appreciate the invitation. Right now, I want to briefly talk about 3 Christmas songs that were written in the 19th century, which was really when the majority of our Christmas carols and Christmas songs were written. A couple of these songs you may recognize, others you may not. This first little tune is called The Cuckoo, and it's a goofy little bird that lives in England and also lives in the United States. But basically, it lays its eggs in other birds' nests so that they can do the job of raising their birds. But this is a lead-bellied version of the cuckoo. Oh, the cuckoo, she's a pretty bird. She warbles as she flies, and she never hollers cuckoo till Christmas comes in July. I've gambled down in England, I have gambled down in Spain, and I have gambled with 5 aces. Now I've gambled my last game. Oh, the cuckoo, she's a pretty bird. She warbles as she flies, but she never hollers cuckoo till it's Christmas time. in July. Oh, it's gambling that brought me prison. It's gambling that brought me pain. I'll never see that cuckoo or hear her song again. 'Cause the cuckoo, she's a pretty bird, or she'll warble as she flies, and she never hollers cuckoo till it's Christmas in July. And she never hollers cuckoo till it's Christmas in July. Oh, the cuckoo, oh, the cuckoo, oh, the cuckoo. Well, second song I really wanted to talk about is a little song that was written by in the 19th century by two different preachers. They had a conflict as to who had supplied the most words. But we still sing it today. It's called Away in a Manger. Away in a manger, no crib or a bed. The little Lord Jesus laid down his sweet head. The stars in the sky looked down where he lay, and little Lord Jesus asleep on the hay. The cattle are lowing, the baby awakes, but little Lord Jesus no crying he makes. I love thee, Lord Jesus, look down from the sky and stay by my cradle, the morning is nigh. Bless all the children in your care and fit us for heaven to live with you there. Away in a manger, no crib for his bed. Last little song wanted to throw out and share with you is not really a Christmas song anyway, but it's included in every Christmas traditional singing that I think we've all been to. It's called Jingle Bells. Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh, o'er the fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells on bobtails ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to laugh and sing the Christmas song tonight. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. So from my house and from the Texas Folklife virtual Christmas showcase, I'm Alan Chapman. Wishing you and yours a Merry Christmas and a Happy Holidays.
All right, give it up for Alan Chapman. Thank you so much, Alan. You did a wonderful job. Thank you so much. Once again, welcome to the second annual Texas Folklife Holiday Showcase. Thank you so much. If you're just tuning in, you missed Dr. Oliver. Jarek joined me for his song. Hazel, John Pelham, Laura Hernandez with the Tamale demonstration. And up next is a great friend of ours. We were having some technical difficulties, of course, but it's okay. We got it all resolved now. Up next, John Lomax.
All right.
Here we go.
See the Christmas lights? There we go. All right. I'm ready to go. So what we're going to do is I'm going to start with a song that my grandfather found, recorded by Lead Belly. Lead Belly, of course, is well known for things like the Midnight Special, Rock Island Line, a whole bunch of other ones. So he was also a remarkable writer and a lover of children. He had many, many children's songs, and children loved him. They would swarm around him in New York, and he would play for children as long as they would sit and listen. So this is one of his lesser known children's songs, and it's a seasonal song. Welcome, everybody. I'm from Nashville, the home of counterfeit country, and I'm ready to come back to Texas. I'll be there in March and April. Roosters crow at midnight on Christmas Day. Roosters crow at midnight on Christmas Day. Santa Claus is coming on Christmas Day. Santa Claus is coming on Christmas Day. We'll open up our presents on Christmas Day. We'll open up our presents on Christmas Day. Need a 4-foot stocking on Christmas Day. Need a 4-foot stocking on Christmas Day. There'll be candy canes and sugar plums on Christmas Day. Candy canes and sugar plums on Christmas Day. We'll blow them Roman candles on Christmas Day. We'll blow them Roman candles on Christmas Day. And we'll shoot them firecrackers on Christmas Day. We'll shoot them firecrackers on Christmas Day. I heard my daddy saying it's almost dawn. I heard my daddy saying it's almost dawn. Roosters crow at midnight on Christmas Day. Yeah, the roosters crow at midnight on Christmas Day. Well, I got a couple more for you. This one, my grandfather said that he learned it as a child. Well, he was a child in the 1870s. The family moved from Mississippi to Texas in 1869 when he was 2 years old. So if he heard the song when he was a child, then it must be at least 150 years old. And it's a happy folk song. You know, there's so many folk songs that have dead bodies or sad endings. So I didn't think it would be a good idea to sing Buffalo Skinners or the Alamo. But here's the one that I've got, and I really like this one. I once did know a farmer, a jolly good old soul. I used to do a little work around his country home. He had a only daughter, to win her I did try, and when I asked the old man for her, this was his reply. Oh, treat my daughter kindly and say you'll do no harm. And when I die, I will to you my little house and farm. My horse, my plow, my pigs, my cow, my hogs, and little barn. And all the baby chickens in the garden. Well, I know I love this daughter. She says that she loves me. And it's many a trip to her place I made that dear one for to see. I always helped her do the work and showed her every charm. And it's many a drink of milk I got before I leave the farm. Now the old man has consented, and married we will be. We'll own this place ourselves and live contentedly. I'll always help her do the work and treat her kindly. And I'll never forget the likeness that the old man asked of me. Oh, treat my daughter kindly and say you'll do no harm. And when I die, I will to you my little house and farm. My horse, my plow, my pigs, my cow, my hogs, and little barn. And all the baby chickens in the garden. Okay, I guess most of you know I'm the grandson of John Avery Lomax, which makes me the son of John Avery and the nephew of Alan and the niece of Bess Lomax Hawes. I started singing professionally 3 years ago at the Houston Folklore Society, which my father and 3 or 4 other gentlemen founded in 1951, and they founded it in our living room in Houston on Vanderbilt Street. So the next song is one that I've been hearing since 1951, because that's when my dad and the folklore people began. And there would probably be about 8 or 10 people in our house, and they would all be clustered in the den, and they would be singing folk songs. Now, the first two I've sung came from the United States, of course, but this one is one we imported from England. Over there, it had a different title from the one that I'm using when I'll sing it shortly. Over there, it was called The Farmer's Cursed Wife. However, when it got to Texas and the Texas Folklore Society and my dad and his group, the Texian Boys, who recorded it, it had a new name, and I think you'll be able to figure it out. Early one morning I went out to plow. Tee-roo, tee-roo, I went out to plow with 14 oxen and a danged old cow. Tee-roo, tee-roo, and a danged old cow. Well, up jumped the devil, says, how do you do? Tee-roo, tee-roo, says, how do you do? There's one in your number that I must have. Tee-roo, tee-roo, that I must have. Oh, please don't take my oldest son. Tee-roo, tee-roo, my oldest son, for this work on a place that has to be done. Tee-roo, tee-roo, that has to be done. Well, it's all I want, that old wife of yours. Tee-roo, tee-roo, that old wife of yours. Well, you can have her with all of my heart. Just promise me you'll quickly depart. Tee-roo, tee-roo, just quickly depart. Well, he carried her on about half of the road. Tee-roo, tee-roo, about half of the road. He says, oh, woman, you're a hell of a load. Tee-roo, tee-roo, a hell of a load. Well, he carried her on to the old devil's door. Tee-roo, tee-roo, to the old devil's door. Up jumped the little devil with ball and chain. She swung out her foot and kicked out his brains. T-roo, T-roo, he kicked out his brains. 9 little devils went climbing the wall. T-roo, T-roo, went climbing the wall, saying, take her back, Pappy, she'll murder us all. T-roo, T-roo, she'll murder us all. Early next morning, I peeped through the crack. T-roo, T-roo, I peeped through the crack. I spied the old devil a-wagging her back. T-roo, T-roo, a-wagging her back. Well, now you know what a woman can do. T-roo, T-roo, what a woman can do. She can whip up the devil and her husband too. T-roo, T-roo, and her husband too. So you see, women are smarter than men. T-roo, T-roo, they're better than men. They can go to hell and come back again. T-roo, T-roo, and come back again. Thank you very much. That was from my father's album. John A. Lomax Jr. Sings American Folk Songs, which is the title of the album I released last year called Just American Folk Songs. Thank everybody. Have a great Christmas, a happy holiday, and let's hope 2026 is the best year yet for all of us. Thanks and good night.
All right, let's give it up. Let's give it up one more time for John Lomax III. He did an amazing job. Always a wonderful time with John Lomax. I enjoy all his storytelling. I enjoy everything he's doing. He is a wonderful person, and he was part of our fundraiser that we had at Texas Folklife at the Live Oak Listening Room with our friends Jerry and Mike Skidham, the whole family. Everybody was part of it. It was so exciting and so much fun, and we were all in, all in, all in. So thank you so much. Up next, we're gonna switch back over to Victoria Rosa Sauceda. She's gonna be singing a few songs for us. And I think she's ready to go. I think this weather has affected some of our technological issues, but we got him ready to go. Victoria, all the way from San Antonio. She's been traveling across the United States, New York, Florida, back to San Antonio, and triangulating. So, all right. Up next, Victoria Rosa Sauceda.
I'll be home for Christmas. You can plan on me. Please let there be snow and mistletoe and presents underneath the tree. Christmas Eve will find me where light gleams. I'll be home for Christmas, if only in my dream. Christmas Eve will find me where the love light gleams. I'll be home for Christmas, if only Thank you. I hope everybody's staying warm out there. Thank you, Texas Folklife, for considering me for your virtual Christmas celebration. Honored to be here. Thank you, everything you are doing to protect and preserve our culture, and not only that, but further it. This last one is, you can check it out on Spotify, Apple Music with my trio Ardiente. Also having a show at Cuba 1918 on Thursday if you want to check us out. Last Christmas I gave you my heart, but the very next day you gave it away. This year, to save me from tears, I'll give it to someone special. Last Christmas I gave you my heart, but the very next day you gave it away. This year, to save me from tears, I'll give it to someone special. Once bitten and twice shy, I keep my distance, but you still catch my eye. Tell me, baby, do you recognize me? Well, it's been a year, it doesn't surprise me. Happy Christmas, I wrapped it up and sent it with a note saying I loved you, I meant it. Now I know what a fool I've been, but if you kiss me now, I know you'd fool me again. Last Christmas I gave you my heart, but the very next day you gave it away. This year, to save me from tears, I'll give it to someone special. Crowded room, friends with tired eyes, I'm hiding from you and your soft eyes. My God, I thought you were someone to rely on. Me, I guess I was a shoulder to cry on. Last Christmas I gave you my heart, but the very next day you gave it away. This year, to save me from tears, I'll give it to someone special. Last Christmas I gave you my heart, but the very next day you gave it away. This year, to save me from tears, I'll give it to someone special. Thank y'all. Merry Christmas. Feliz Navidad. Oh, hi, guys.
All right. Well, Merry Christmas, folks. We have come to the end. I should probably switch hats. Let me switch hats here. Let me put this hat back on. Thank you so much. We'd like to thank, of course, all of the board of directors. This is a family affair, always a family affair. These are two of my children. The one you heard earlier was my oldest daughter, Victoria. But thank you so much for joining us. We have one final performance before Dr. Oliver comes back on. What an incredible year it's been. I tell you, folks, so incredible. It's overwhelming. Overwhelming. This is our official for last event, even though it's virtual, but it's our last event. So thank you so much for joining us. This is our second annual Texas Folklife Holiday Showcase. Thank you. Up next, our great friend, and I consider him a brother. Uh, we got to meet in Austin and at our finals for the Big Squeeze finals, and we had the Rock and Doopsie. And I tell you, it's just incredible when you meet somebody and it's an instant connection with the Doopsie brothers, the Rubin brothers, Anthony, Tiger and David. Thank you. It's just been incredible. People that you meet, and that's the beauty of what we do. My dad used to always say, "Mijo, we're not rich of money, but we're rich of friends and music," and that's you know it, there's no amount of money that can pay for these friendships that we create. So it's so beautiful to have these connections with these people. And at the end of the day, you know, the richest man in the world could not save his own life. And so, friendship, family is what matters. And that's what Christmas is all about. So, thank you to all of our performers. Thank you to Hazel Roberts. I'm a big fan of Hazel Roberts, incredible singer. John Pelham, thank you so much. Laura Hernandez did an incredible job. And I think I'm gonna have to drive to Congress to go check that out. I'm quality control. I need to check that those tamales were the real deal. I want to make sure they're not AI tamales. And thank you to John Lomax, Alan Chapman. Without further ado, folks, an incredible accordionist, incredible person. Like I said, a brother. He's a brother. He's family. He is the chair of AMAC and an incredible person. So all the way from Lafayette, Louisiana, he's over there. Thank you so much, Anthony. We love you. We appreciate everything you're doing for us. You're an incredible person, and it's been nothing but love, all love, 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 and that's what it's all about. And I know that we have similar stories. Your dad played music. My dad played music. Right? And
Yes,
and that's incredible. So
that's
we share
right.
this. It's passed down from generation to generation, right?
That's right.
And so we love you. Thank you so much, and your daughters, helping you out. Thank you so much,
Yes.
Dr. Oliver, our team, everybody that's part of the Texas Folk Life family. Thank you. Without further ado, my friend Anthony Dupsy.
Hi, this is Anthony Dupsy. Y'all from Lafayette, Louisiana. I'm glad to be part of Texas Folk Life. And like Sonny said, without love, where would we be now? You know what I'm saying? And we all in this together, y'all. And this takes me back to Christmas and thinking and everything. And I just feel like just doing this song right now. I can see clearly now the rain is gone. Whenever you with Texas Folk Life, you can see clearly now because the rain is always gone. It's Christmas time, y'all, and I just want to say, I just want to wish everybody out there a very Merry Christmas and a prosperous Happy New Year. 2026 is going to be a great year, y'all, and just sitting down and listen to all these great stories and all that good cooking, hot tamales down here from Louisiana. Man, look, we love some hot tamale, but this is how I feel. It takes me back to when I was a little young boy, and my dad would sit down for Christmas with an accordion, and he would take down them old waltzes and all this old stuff like. Sometimes you got to sit in a one-horse open sleigh, but going into a new year with Texas folk life, y'all, this is how I feel. Coming from Anthony Dukes, y'all, and last but not least, Texas folk life. We love you. Have a great year. Et toi. And saying a few final words, our fearless leader, Dr. Oliver, and a few of our team members. We thank you so much, folks, for joining us. We hope you enjoyed the evening. It's been an incredible year. Mariela, do you want to say anything? You want to say a few words to us about your year? How was your year? Are you ready for 2026?
Oh yeah, I'm really excited about a lot of the initiatives and the projects we have coming up. And I just want to thank everyone, our Texas Folklife family, our board of directors, everyone on our team. Thank you so much for all your support this year. We really appreciate it. And you make a small team be able to move mountains. And yeah, that's it. Happy holidays. I hope everyone has a great Christmas and New Year's. And I hope that you guys will join us back here next year and see all the wonderful things we have planned for you.
Absolutely. And of course, again, thank you to Lamont Pearlie Jackson. Thank you so much for making this happen, for making this possible. And what an incredible job you've done. We're super excited. We have a full year of programming for 2026. If you're an accordion player, make sure you apply, you submit your application for the Big Squeeze 2026. This is our 20th annual Big Squeeze. So we're so excited. This is 41 years. We're going into 42 years of Texas folk life. So incredible. I cannot believe that it's been 41 years. As an artist, I've been able to work with Texas folk life for over 20 of those. So I've got to meet Pat Jasper, uh, Charlie Lockwood, Christine Bailly. Oh my, there's so many of a few of them. And but Texas folk life has always been top notch and has been the premier arts and folklore nonprofit here in Texas. So thank you so much for joining us. We are so grateful to all of our partners, Texas for the Arts, Texas Folklore Society. Thank you so much, Miller Outdoor Theater, all of our friends in Dallas and Austin, the Rio Grande Valley, the South Texas Conjunto Museum, Hall of Fame and Museum, to the Avila family. Thank you so much. We had our Conjunto Sustainability uh, uh, project in the Valley, and it was an incredible turnout. We got to work with so many people. We were in Portland, we were in Atlanta, we were in Austin, we were in Nacogdoches. I mean, it was an incredible year. A lot of miles, a lot of air miles, a lot of hotel rooms, a lot of working and shifting gears from all over, and for sure a learning experience. And I'm so thankful to the team, They've done a great job. Uh, when I first started, Mariana said, she says to me, Excel is my best friend. And I kind of said, huh? and,
Google
and
Sheets. Google Sheets will be your
Google
best friend.
Sheets, Google Sheets is your best friend, and sure enough, it's been my best friend, and I'm so thankful for this experience. Never in a million years that I think I would be here. I've been a musician my whole life, performing and just playing Tex-Mex, Tejano, Texas country, and you know, um, sometimes you got to be careful what you wish for. Uh, I used to talk about this with Gerardo, the executive director of the Latino Culture Arts Center, uh, in ways to give back, and we had a conversation years ago about even the possibility of being on the board because of all these ideas that I had. And here we are, probably 4 years later, you know, doing what we do. And this is what I call work that is greater than all of us, and we're going to leave a lasting impact. The this past event, which is our last physical event, I said when they asked me, why is it important to have these programs available to people? And I said this, I said, we're all fighting for eyeballs. We're all fighting for against Facebook, against TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, with AI. But when we go to a certain city, a certain venue, AI can't reproduce that experience. That's a lived experience that we're able to do. And one of the first conversations I've had, I don't know if you remember, Mariela, when we were at the Thrive grant writing. I guess it was like a training. Was it a training? Well, actually, Dr. Ramirez was there. The first thing I said was thank you. Thank you to all of the folks that put the hard work in. Grant writing, event planning, all these things, the outlines, the creative narratives, they're all so important. I used to just walk in and shake hands and kiss babies, and now I'm on the other side of that. And so it's been incredible. So thank you so much to all of our arts administrators and our grant writers and event planners, producers, stage hands, stage managers, everybody's that's involved. It's a big machine, and folks get to see the glitz and glam. They get to see, the final product, and we're out there with Sean Ardwin at the Miller Outdoor Theater singing, Lean on Me. But what it took to get there, what it took to plan that out, it's not work because it's what we love to do, but it's for sure an investment of time, right? And we have traveled, we've taken planes, but we love it, and we love the arts, and we love you. We love all of our friends, all of our members, all of our subscribers. Join the newsletter, be part of that, be part of the movement, be part of Texas Folk Life, be part of the arts, give back, donate, share all of our posts, share all of our videos, and just be part of our community. We love what we do, and we're going to keep doing it till the wheels fall off. And without further ado, to close us out, Dr. Alicia Oliver.
Just want to say thank you all for participating and joining us. Everyone that was on the show tonight, our family members, we couldn't do what we do without you. Those who joined and watched the live stream, your community, your family, it's all about building relationships. I wouldn't be able to sit here without my team, our wonderful communications director, our youth, folk, and traditional arts director, Sunny, our director of music heritage. I saw our director of education and documentation join, Dr. Janelle Ramirez. We have Timothy Brown at home, who is our special projects and events coordinator, as well as Allison Horak, who's always behind the scenes running the show behind behind the camera. She's our operations manager, and Dr. Kevin Parm, who is our grants manager. And as I mentioned when we first started, this would not be possible without my brother in the work. And I'm just going to go ahead and put this out there, Lamont, Dr. Soon to be, will be Dr. Lamont Jack Purley, with the African American folklorist. the Jack Dapper Blues Foundation, had the wonderful privilege and honor to have Lamont on last year's show. He is a blues man like no other, but the work that he does is just amazing, and he always comes through and supports us. To our amazing artists that were on the show, we love you. We know that what we do is possible because of you. Our brothers and sisters in other states, thank you for always answering the call. Again, we just want to say we are looking forward to 2026. We are looking forward to investing in communities, to continuing to nurture the relationships that we have built. To my wonderful board of directors, I saw you all hop on. Thank you for supporting the work that we do, for supporting the team, for supporting our artists. Again, this wouldn't be possible without your commitment and dedication. So, without further ado, happy holidays. You might want to drop in and see what we're doing on Christmas Eve because we have a little bit of a surprise for you. But happy holidays. Stay safe. Know that we love you. You're part of the Texas Folklife family. And we can't wait to have you join us in 2026. I am going to ask Laura if we can do a Texas Folklife celebration at her house. Those tamales looked amazing. And, just everyone that participated, it goes without saying that you are your treasures. And we value you. We love you. We treasure you. Thanks, you all. Y'all have a good night and see you soon. But I'm sorry. And my team knows that I do this. If there's people on with the team that want to say something, please do. I want to give you all, make sure that you all have the space and platform to share whatever comes from your heart, whatever you want to share with our communities, because they don't always get to see and hear you. You all do this amazing work. I get to see it, but those that are out there in the digital verse, the virtual verse, they don't get to see that. And Lamont, that goes for you too. If you want to tell us what you're doing in your world, I want to make sure that you all have the opportunity to speak as well.
Hi.
Cry, y'all.
I'm not gonna cry. It is a common, it's a known thing amongst our team that I'm the first one to tear up in a conversation. I didn't know Mariela was going to introduce me, and it threw me off, threw me off my game. I know I didn't say much. I was kind of nervous when I was performing, but I am Brittany Hazel Roberts. My stage name is Hazel, kind of transitioning into using that title more often, but I am the manager of executive and program initiatives here at Texas Folklife. I've been with the team since June. Is it June? June? Something like that? June or July? Since the summer. And I'm so grateful for this organization. It has been a blessing to my life, to my family's life. And it has taught me so much. And through it, I got to meet future Dr. Lamont Purley at the AFS, the American Folklore Society Conference, and that was phenomenal. And so, I want to wish everyone the happiest of holidays. I know that for some of us, the times are a little darker, and moments like these and times where we can commune together and gather together to just celebrate each other and humanity is very much needed and appreciated. And so I would love Ladas tamales. If y'all want to drive them up to Dallas, that would be amazing. I'm really grateful for our community partners here in Dallas. I am a part of the Dallas team, Voice of Hope and the Latino Cultural Center, soon to be Dallas College. Very excited for the programs that we have moving forward in arts education. And if there are any teaching artists on that are listening that are in the DFW area, if you are interested in handing down your knowledge and your craft to others, then please reach out. to Texas Folklife, you can do on our info at texasfolklife.org, and it will get to me. But yeah, no, I appreciate all of you. I love our team, love working with everyone, and I'm so grateful for 2026. And I know that it's going to come with a lot of beautiful, beautiful things. So thank you guys. And yes, anybody else want to talk?
I think it's Lamont's turn.
I just want to say thank you for always collaborating with me and being able to share space with you beautiful, very creative folks. That's pretty much it. Anytime you want the blues, just call me. I'm there. Have a great holiday. And yeah, I mean, I'm all jokes aside, I'm of service to Texas folk life, that is.
Thank you, Lamont. This was so great. I mean, you were amazing on last year's showcase, and you just did this so seamlessly, even when we had our little technical issues. But I really enjoyed it, and I'm just really excited for the new year and our team and all the ideas that we have when we get together and putting them all into fruition is going to be exciting.
All right, y'all. So for real, now this time. Now, all jokes aside, thank you, everyone. It has been a pleasure. I can't think of a better way to close out 2025. We are a huge Texas, Louisiana, Oklahoma family. And adding some other states, our folks, our collaborators, our family, and in the New England area, the Mid America region, we're all one. We have this beautiful mosaic of folk and traditional arts and the work that we do. So be safe, be well, and don't forget to check us out on New Year's Eve. See you soon. Good night.